leather gloves, we're slapping in hams, popcorn and peanuts, we're working the stands, pink cotton candy, love on a stick, he's chasing the beer, the trick of the lips, play ball, play ball. Roll up the bases and smack it right over the wall.
Play ball.
Play ball.
Oh, he's awesome. He's awesome. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Laughter Saves Lives. I'm going to give you a spin. Go.
Live.
Oh, that was weak.
Live.
That's it. That's the first spin I ever did on the air.
You never did the spin? What are you, Wonder Woman?
Yes, Strong Island Television, Paradise Studios, and beautiful downtown Massapequa, New York, by the Lure.
Nobody under the age of 50 would get the Wonder Woman reference.
I didn't get it.
You didn't get it?
I'm not a Wonder Woman fan. Let's just, before we get deep into this
It's not a Wonder
very
Woman.
intellectual stuff,
Oh, yes.
let's thank our sponsor, Barasch and McGarry, lawyers for the 9/11 community, and Life Back. Thanks to both of them. We appreciate their support. Art and Michael.
Are we going to do a choking demonstration? Is that why?
No, you know what? Johnny brought some protein bars just in case one of the guests are a little hungry.
These are nice.
You didn't eat. Yeah. But let me be honest. Let me be honest.
They're not that good?
No. I just had one. Delicious.
Oh.
I went into, I see how this is too honest. I went into 7-Eleven.
Okay.
All right. I said, I should get some protein bars, whatever.
Now, you didn't go to Wawa?
I'm in Long Island.
Oh, okay.
So these were $1.69, and there was another one like $2.50, and I got the cheap ones.
So?
I say I do it for my guest. Look at the cheap.
You know what I did today, though? You know what I had at home?
Meatballs.
I had meatballs with ravioli.
No,
you know
did
why?
you?
Yeah, I did. You know why?
What?
Because I cannot stand paying for pasta out.
Oh, why are you getting me twitchy? Bobby, we don't have our clock out. I don't know how much time is.
I have my watch.
I will lose it. I totally lose it without the clock there.
I know.
So now, I'm glad you brought that up.
What up?
The pasta thing.
Okay.
Because I did another old man thing today.
Okay.
All right, first of all, let me go back. I'm doing a call back to 3 weeks ago. I wanted a corned beef sandwich for weeks. I was craving a corned beef sandwich.
I was here for that corned beef sandwich story.
You were there. Okay.
In the audience.
Following up. Yeah. I'm following up with you.
Okay.
So now, what did I tell you? I ordered corned beef with mustard. If I'm ordering mustard, that means...
You want the bread covered with mustard.
Well,
not a little bit. From bread from end to end.
Asking for mustard, right?
Lay it on.
You want to taste the mustard.
You want the mustard.
I didn't say corned beef sandwich, and maybe they put mustard on every sandwich. They put a little bit.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
I said corned beef with mustard. Okay, so not enough mustard. So now when I go back, I should mention that last sandwich that I was disappointed.
Yeah, but then they could put so much mustard on.
What I'm saying is, should I vent this? It's been keeping me up.
What'd you end up doing? Keeping you up.
A good corned beef sandwich keeps you up. Come on.
Oh, the corned beef kept you up? Or the mustard?
No, not physically, mentally.
Oh, okay.
So
what did you do?
See, the chief is listening right now. He's going to be a guest tonight, and he's saying, "What the?
What's wrong with this guy?
I thought this was the salty
I'm
show
thinking the same
with
thing.
Kevin Kubler. This is just so. I get there now, and I say to him, "Listen, could you put a lot of mustard on there?" Or he goes, "I'll give you a side of mustard. I can live with that."
Oh, right. Yes, and you can customize.
Here's something now that I had a problem with again.
Harry met Sally, the sides.
Here's something I had a problem with again. And when you go to the nice Jewish delis, and you get a corned beef,
kosher deli.
which is the kosher deli.
I get turkey with on club bread.
You're not getting turkey at a kosher deli.
I love Ben's kosher deli.
Do you ever get pastrami or corned beef? We're on pastrami and corned beef right now.
Okay.
Put the turkey aside.
Right. If I ate that, I would want the mustard.
Okay.
What did they
hold on?
They gave you the yellow mustard.
This is the first. When you go to Katz. What do you get? You get a corned beef sandwich. You get nice pieces of corned beef.
Yep.
They slap them on there. The sandwich is thick.
It's like huge.
Do you know what they did? I'm not going to give away the kosher deli I went to. It's in Long Beach on right on the main street.
Okay.
I'm not going to give away the name of it, but it's right there.
Okay.
It seems like
he gave us the latitude.
There's only one kosher deli. Seems like they shredded the corned beef, like when you ask for a chopped salad.
Oh, I hate.
blech. And it was like rolling off the sandwich.
I hate pulled pork, pulled chicken.
I'm
it's
done
like
with it.
to me that's like animal food.
I've never heard of pulled corned beef. No good.
Never heard that.
So
well, how much mustard do they put on? And what
I
kind
got
of
the
mustard?
side of mustard. The mustard was fine.
What kind of mustard?
Oh, why do you ask?
I want to make sure.
What kind of mustard do you get with a corned beef sandwich?
Deli dark brown.
There we go.
All right, good.
I think that's understood for
Then
New
my
Yorkers.
faith in humanity is restored. When you mustard a hot dog, how do you do it?
Chief, we'll get to important topics when you get on.
How
Don't
much?
worry.
You know what I do?
This is important to a firefighter.
I go like this. I go like this. I do a zigzag pattern, and then I come back the other way.
All right, that's a little too much. So
I love
that's a little too much. I like the hot mustard.
There's no calories in mustard. Ketchup,
on the hot
different
dogs.
story.
On the hot dogs. All right. I was in Pennsylvania visiting my father at his college dorm the other day. Why is that arrow going up there? Oh, it's Johnny Plug time. Our biggest fan, Patrick McDonald, veteran. Thank you, Patrick, for your support. That is the 63rd show in a row he has come on to say Johnny Plug time.
Wow.
I just made up a number.
63rd time?
A lot.
He's been on a lot.
A lot. So now I go to see my dad, right? Right. My clock. So I go to see my dad.
I'm keeping the time.
We go out for pizza up there in the Poconos.
Oh, that could go either way.
Could go either way. Lady comes up to the counter and she says to the girl behind the counter, who's from the Bronx.
Okay.
So she's got the lingo going. I'm ordering slice. We got the lingo.
Mm-hmm.
Lady comes up to the counter and says, can I have a cheese pie, half pepperoni? And the girl went like this. She got twitchy.
Okay.
And I stood up and I said, lady, you're talking about a pie, half pepperoni, right? You don't order a pie, say cheese pie, and then say half pepperoni. You say, let me have a pie, half pepperoni. You don't say cheese pie and then the pepperoni.
Yes, that's correct.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes. That would be the correct thing.
It took me a few minutes to get over that. All right. New bit that I'm working on. Back to the cheap Johnny Yell thing.
Okay.
By the way, I tipped the girl at McDonald's yesterday $5.
Woo, why?
Because I was with the two.
Well, how much was the bill?
The bill was, I don't know, $30 or something. But what happened was she was helping us at the table. I had the two grandkids. This one wanted this one dropped this. And she came over and I go, you guys allowed to be tipped? So she says, yeah. So Johnny, like this. I went, look. I made the noise in it, the tip noise.
Right.
$5.
$5.
She was thrilled. Now the next time I walk in there, what is she gonna do? She's gonna say, here he comes, right? He's gonna be served at McDonald's and everything.
You know what you say when you tip somebody a $5? You know what you say?
What?
I gave her an Abe Lincoln.
An Abe Lincoln. I assume his picture is on the $5.
There was a guy who used
Is his picture on the $5?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
Yes. So I went to the
Casey, our comic, is taking all this in. At the end of the show, she's going to call all this back.
Well, at the end, right.
And call us morons.
So I went to the track with this guy, right? Stereotypical Central Casting.
Were you with your kids?
No, I was in college.
All right.
I wasn't even married.
All right.
He's got the cigar, and he's like, can we get a table? Like this, right?
Right.
And the guy goes, this is 89. Right?
89.
Like, sorry, we're all booked. He goes, when Abe Lincoln hell.
Oh.
He gives it. That's what I learned. Abe Lincoln. And then we got a table right away.
Nice.
Yeah, you
nice.
palm it. That's
it's fun doing that.
This guy was like Central Casting out of the.
It's fun doing that whole
tip thing.
I miss Shea Stadium when we used to be able to tip.
You can't tip them; they don't take it.
No, can't do that anymore.
Nope.
So I'm
they
working
get in trouble if they get.
I know. I'm working on a new bit, and it's really. But the bit is because I'm frugal, cheap. My wife says the other day.
Frugal.
Frugal.
You don't have to say cheap. Cheap is the right.
My wife says
frugal.
We go out to eat. We're going, and I'm going to go out to eat much. We're going to pick something up to eat.
And no pasta.
She said,
"I'm not expensive.
Paying. I'm not
paying."
My daughter's birthday. Her birthday. Mm-hmm. I went to Ivarone's.
Right.
And I bought a ton of stuff, but she made the penny alla vodka with the.
Did you see the accident in that parking lot? 3-car collision.
No.
A guy was going so fast in the parking lot, he hit a car and pushed it into another car.
No.
How fast could this animal have been going?
I'm waiting for the punchline.
There's no punchline.
Oh,
that place is. I used to do the carts there when that was a key food.
Mm.
That place is dangerous.
It is.
You got to be more. You have to be more careful. That's too dangerous. A lot for you.
So here's the bit. If you're going out to eat, right. I'm taking Paula out to eat. Right, okay. We're going out somewhere.
Okay.
She has a tendency to call home and say, "Let's see what your daughter wants." No, she's not coming out with us.
But you're going to take it to go.
No. Either way, there's food. Why do I shop? there's all food in the pantry. So she's not coming out. No, let's say we stay out.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Let's say we stay out to eat.
Right.
Now I'm going to pay an expensive meal to bring home to her.
To bring home, right? Okay.
And I said to my wife, she goes, but that's the. I go, you know what? Come to think of it, we brought her home a meal the other day that she didn't eat. It's still in there.
Right. Yeah.
Have her eat that.
Right.
All right. So there's something funny there. It didn't come out yet. Didn't come out yet. Yeah.
You know what you can't bring home? Fried calamari. You got to eat it at the restaurant. It gets rubbery when it's.
You got to eat it hot.
You got to eat it hot.
Now here's the other thing.
What? Yeah, that bitch.
We're going out.
You got to do something.
It's getting there. It's getting there.
It's getting there.
Hey, listen. I did the clean comedy show the other night, as you know.
What, at Samantha's?
At Samantha's.
They won't even let me in Samantha's.
Listen to this. 20 minutes I do all the time with Rich Walker. He headlines 40. I do 20.
He does 40 clean minutes?
Yeah. So I'm in. Well, half of that is making fun of me. So I'm in. I'm in Wendy's working on material, right? And Richie comes walking in with his wife, right? Mm-hmm. And he says this to me: Samantha wants you to headline tonight.
You have to do 40 clean minutes?
Richie, it's 10 minutes before the show. You want me to do another 20 minutes of clean comedy, and you're telling me 10 minutes before the show.
Right. You got to mentally prepare for that. You need more sleep.
I said, all right. So I go. Right. So here's how I opened up the show.
What?
I said, I am honored. Samantha, thank you. I am honored to headline this clean comedy show here. I said, but I said, Samantha called me a week ago and said, John, you want to headline? And I said, listen, if I'm going to headline, let's think of a comic that can open for me that's not that funny so I look better. And we both looked at each other and said, Rich Walker. No, I said, Rich Walker. And that's how we start off the show. Now, you know, what do I say to you? I don't say I killed. I never say I killed.
He never says that.
Right? I did 50 minutes, 5-0. Right? Not going to say I killed.
Right. You did your job.
What? No, I'm not even going to say I did my job.
Oh.
We're on the pickleball court.
It's hard to be funny.
Listen to me. Clean, yeah. We're on the pickleball court. You hit a shot. I hit a hard shot, and you save it. But you hit it up in the air, and I'm right standing near the net. What do?
You whacked it.
I kill it, right? I whack it. Okay, that's all I'm going to say. This is
what I'm going to say about him. He will call me up and be like, I got to do an hour
It's
tomorrow.
nerve-wracking.
I never did an hour before. I haven't done an hour in a long time. And then he calls me after the show the next day. I did an hour 15. It was good. I did my job. And he killed it.
It was fun.
He's funny.
It was fun because you get to stretch the laughs.
No, but you're always nervous before, and then you always overperform.
But will you ever want to lose that feeling before you go up on stage?
No, you got to be nerves. Sharp.
But you want to kill it.
You want to have your edge. Yes.
Yeah, so I had so much fun. Thank you, Samantha, at a little bit of heaven for trusting me to do 40 minutes, 45
I couldn't even do 4 minutes of clean material.
You could. You definitely
could. They're very clean. I heard they're squeaky
clean. You can do it. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. This was funny. I took the kids to White Post Farms yesterday. Rich Walker.
Okay. That's a great place.
Took care of us, everything. And Rich says to the kids after they went through the whole park, hey, he's in the voice. Rodeo, what was your favorite part of the park? So what is Richie looking for? He's looking for a little. No, he's looking for Rodeo Ricky.
Got to give an Abe Lincoln.
My grandson mentioned 12 things. Without mentioning Rodeo
Ricky.
And Richie's standing and go, anything else, kids?
If he said, I like the vegetables.
I'm going like this to my grandson. He took care of us. So we had a good time.
If he said he liked the vegetables more than the show.
All right, if we have time later, I'm going to talk about this Starbucks iced tea today. That was another
8:15.
Yeah, we're gonna get into the guests. So we will go to. We have great guests tonight. We will go to commercial now, and we will bring out my daughter, Christina LaRocchia. She's a psychiatric nurse and a daughter of mine. We'll be right back.
This is personal to me. I'm John Field, 9/11 responder and advocate. I walked the halls of Congress for 20 years. You too may qualify for the same 9/11 benefits as I do. It's true, it's the law. If you were south of Canal Street and you had any of the 69 cancers linked to 9/11, you may qualify for compensation up to $250,000 and free health care. Sadly, only 10% of you have enrolled. Access what you are owed. Call now to find out if you qualify. I fought side by side with Barasch and McGarry for 2 decades in Washington, D.C. to get benefits for all victims, not just responders. You owe it to yourself to call Barasch and McGarry. lawyers for the 9/11 community. I trust them. So can you.
Almost back, kind of back. And we're back.
We're back.
We have to say it's live.
Back.
Let's bring in a psychiatric registered nurse and my pickleball partner this year, Christina Marie LaRocchia. There's my daughter.
Hello.
Christina Marie.
Hello.
Every time I ask her to be on the show, she goes, Dad, how many people canceled? It's really not respectful, Dad, that you keep calling me. No. Christina Marie has a unbelievable history. Very, very proud of her. But first thing is, Bridget Kavanaugh was my pickleball partner.
Right.
She left me because I kept cutting balls in front of her. She had enough. Christina Marie, how am I doing so far in the sharing the court this year?
I've double checked if Bridget will take you back, and she still said no.
Bridget still will not take me back.
You did that? You were that bad?
Well, see, if they
wait.
Her, she's a little back. If
Sir,
I do it,
hold on,
surprise them, bada bing.
he makes rules, which they make sense. I'll give him that. Like, if it's an easy right hand,
There you go.
right? Like not a backhand. If it's an easy right hand, that person takes it. The problem is, even when it's my easy right hand, he will still dive to the other side of the court to take it. So he doesn't really stick to the rules he makes.
If he's in front of me, because he's done that to me, I don't have a problem with if he's in front. If I'm too far back.
And you were always back because you're lazy on the court. You hang back. I'm sorry.
What the hell?
You got to move up to the net. You hang back. You're this big tennis player.
Well,
Then what do?
Yeah.
They go like this, bada bing, at the net, and you're all the way back there. I'll learn you. All right. Anyway, I'll learn you. Christina Marie. So let's turn the page. Many years of studying colleges, right? Many years. We used to go to the financial aid meetings where Christina would just go like this and walk out and say, what did he say? What did he say? Right? But she did the studying. I handled everything else.
Yeah.
So right now you are working. What is your job now?
So right now, I am a registered nurse on a FACT team, FACT. So FACT is it's an acquired community treatment team, usually specializing in forensics. So these are people who have done some time or have some sort of a record who struggle with persistent mental illness. A lot of it does dabble with people who struggle with addiction as well. And it's a multidisciplinary team. So we have therapists of all different specialties, like vocational therapists or family therapists, to a forensic therapist who will help navigate the court system with them. So all of these different people on this team come together to kind of help reacclimate these patients back into mainstream.
Is there a, I think this is a forgotten community or community that's kind of shunned upon, they have mental health, they committed some crime.
Absolutely.
It must be very, very difficult for them to get back in society. Is there like a percentage? What's the percentage success rate? They're out of jail. They have some psychiatric problems that they get back into the mainstream and get a good job. Is there like?
I don't want to repeat statistics right off the bat because I don't have any memorized. But what I can tell you is that the first 48 hours after being released from prison is the highest rate of relapse and getting into that same old stuff. So we work really hard to make sure that there's not too much of a gap between the time they exit the prison system and the time that we take over their care and help, get them situated. Whether that be just getting them their social security card or helping them rekindle with children they haven't seen in a very long time. So it touches on all aspects of their life.
Now, we spoke about this, like I said, in the car, and I'm very proud of you. You advocate for your patients. And one of the reasons you do that is that you have a history of some psychiatric things in your life, other than me being in her life, is enough to put you over the edge. Could you share any of that? And I don't mean to put you on the spot, but I think this is
no, I welcome being put on the spot. I like being put on the spot about this. I think that you very cutely were trying to be soft or gentle about it. And I think I appreciate you for that. I do think that, or I know that I have that kind of concern. You don't have to be soft with me. I had my own battle with depression and other diagnoses, and I had a suicide attempt in 2017. And I was already a registered nurse at the time, but I hadn't really found my way into psychiatrics. Clearly, I wasn't doing well myself. And it was while I was in that I realized I would like to help do everything possible so people don't get to this point. And that's what made me look at a psychiatric registered nursing position outside of the hospital. I wanted to be the step between these people getting hospitalized. And I think that without my own time on a locked unit and learning how much I would have missed in the last, almost 10 years, I really have to use what I went through to help my patients see that even though we all go through something that may seem like you can't come back from it, there's always another chance.
Yeah, I mean, and like I always say, the hardest thing I think I ever had to do is walk her into the psych hospital, Sucker Hill,
yes,
and reach the door of that floor, and Mr. LaRocchia, key out, open the door, can't go any further, lock the door behind, and she walked away. Wow. And I was standing, but so proud of her. She was writing jokes by day 4. She said, I'll never do this again. This place, is difficult, and I'm never going to go through this again. And then she finished that semester of nursing school with outpatient, and she finished. She spoke to the teachers.
I was a registered nurse already with my associate's degree, but I was working and doing my bachelor's at the same time. So it was one of those semesters. And you're right, Dad. I forgot about that. I did finish this semester.
No, very proud of you.
What's the difference in nursing? If you're an associate's degree, is that used to be LPN and then RN is a bachelor's?
No. So I was a registered nurse and RN with my associates. The clinicals that you need to pass and all that, that's all on that level. Mm-hmm. The bachelor's degree, it's including more credits outside of those clinicals hours, like deep into specialties of nursing. So like geriatrics, and it gets much more like specific, I guess, as those classes go. Some people just do the 4 years right off the bat. I chose to do a more financial friendly route. So I didn't do it that way, but yeah.
So you don't need a bachelor's degree to become an RN anymore. You used to.
No, but I will tell you now, I've been a nurse. April will be 10 years. You probably can't.
Holy crap.
I graduated I became a nurse in 2016.
Wow. I can't believe that.
Yeah. So I will say now I'm not sure you could get a job in a hospital. It would be a very limiting selection. It was for me while I was getting my bachelor's as an RN.
So you treat patients in interesting places.
Yeah. So I am in the car all day long. I meet my patients where they're at. Sometimes that's at a family member's house, a friend's house. Sometimes it's behind a 7-Eleven. I've had cops come up to me and be like, what are you doing? Because I have to give them long-acting injections in their arm. But some of my patients are unhoused, but they will still know when to show up and meet me for their injection.
Wow.
The thing is that long-acting injection is really a saving grace because they don't have the ability to be able to take pills every day to carry them on them, especially if they're unhoused. So the long-acting injection will last them 4 weeks, 8 weeks, 16 weeks, depending on the injection. So, they're safer as well.
Wow.
Interesting. Very interesting. I would never even thought this kind of nursing existed before she started doing it. Talk about the Narcan quickly. What is that? When is that used?
So there's just a few things I wanted to mention. So the opioid epidemic is still a thing, and people still are passing away from either, opioids in general or it being laced with fentanyl. Fentanyl is an opioid. It can be reversed with Narcan if caught in time. So this is, I don't know if you could see.
But what does that do to your body when you put that in?
So when you get high, the the drug will bind to receptors in your brain, and that's how you get high. The Narcan will knock those drugs off of the receptors and kind of reverse it. It's not like permanent. If you ever have to use Narcan, you should be calling 911 immediately. And it's through the nose. You do it on one side, and if there's no response in 2 minutes, you can do it on the other side. The second you pull it out, though, you should have 911 dialed. They'll be able to walk you through everything.
So if I'm somebody... I'm sorry, go ahead.
You can get free Narcan at oasis.ny.gov, as well as fentanyl testing strips and xylazine testing strips. Although xylazine is not an opioid, it is another substance being found in a lot of the drugs, especially on Long Island right now. It's actually a sedative that is used for veterinary purposes. It creates massive skin sloughing off and wounds. So please, if you're ever going to do drugs, make sure that you have Narcan. Make sure you never use alone. Test your drugs with fentanyl and xylazine testing strips. And there's also one more phone number you can use. It's called Never Use Alone. And if you are ever going to use drugs by yourself, you dial this number. It is a toll-free number, and a peer on the other end will sit with you while you use drugs. And if you ever become unresponsive, they will call EMS. If you stay responsive, they will hang up and tell you to have a good night. Their job is not to report you to anybody. Their job is to make sure that you go home alive at the end of the night. And that number is 1-800-484-3731, and that's Never Use Alone. And lastly, if you're in need of a therapist or a psychiatric nurse practitioner or a psychiatrist for medication management, please visit headway.com. That is a website you can go and put in your insurance information and get somebody within your plan.
She's a smart kid. It's hard to believe she's mine.
I didn't even know you could test for fentanyl.
Yeah, all right.
You absolutely can. And you can get them for free, again, at oasis.ny.gov.
All right, good stuff, Christina Marie.
We
got about
OASAS.
We can put it on the website. What was it? All right, so we got 1 minute. Interesting stuff. There was something else I wanted to ask you. Getting old. I can't remember what it was. Do you have a last question for her?
That may be
any other important website that people should look at? Is there a general website?
The suicide hotline 988 is also another resource.
What was it?
What is that again?
The suicide hotline. If you ever feel like you're going to hurt yourself,
what is it?
988.
That's it? 988? I didn't know that. That's awesome. What a great guest. What took you so long to come on? All right, you'll be yelling at me tomorrow about pickleball anyway. All right, thank you, Christina Marie LaRocchia, for coming on and sharing some really cool info.
That was great.
Nice job.
Nice job.
Thank you.
All right. See you in the kitchen. All right.
I learned a lot about. I didn't know any of this stuff.
Well, it's interesting stuff. That's why I wanted to come on. She hadn't been on
I knew
in a while.
fentanyl was a problem. I didn't know you could test for it.
Yeah. Let's go to break, and we'll be back with Assistant Chief of Department in charge of training, Michael V. Myers, FDNY, the greatest fire department in the world. We'll be right back.
Protect your family. Buy LifeVac now.
Thank you, Dad.
That was us over 10 years ago.
Now, LifeVac is responsible for saving over 4,000 lives from choking.
In the time it takes you to pick up the phone and call, another life could be saved.
The LifeVac saved my life in 1 to 2 seconds.
Protecting families has always been our mission. I'm sure you love your family like I love my daughter. Do us all a favor and get your own LifeVac now.
Go to lifevac.net or call 877-LifeVac. Order now.
Coming back.
Right away.
Coming back.
And we're back with Laughter Saves Lives. Lives, Paradise Studios. We're in Massapequa, and we're with Assistant Chief. Am I saying that right?
Yes, you are.
Assistant Chief of Department in charge of training, Michael V. Myers. Chief, you are the highest ranking officer to ever come on the show, and here's what I was fearful of. I called you yesterday, and I said, did you look at our website or any previous shows? No, I said, did you look at any previous shows? And he said no, and I said, thank God.
That's why he came.
Thank God. Because most times I'll get a call the morning of the show.
Sorry,
my grandmother's sick. No, but we hey, let's just look at that last guest. Great guest.
Come on,
Great guest.
That's the kind of people we love to have on. I'm not
Great
just saying
guest.
that because she's my daughter. So nice to have you here. I retired in July 2008.
Wow.
Right? So it's been a while already. And people come up to me and go, you still working? And I hug them. I go, do I look like I could be in that kind of shape?
20 years ago almost. It's going to be 20 years and 17 years.
Yeah.
A long
so
time.
now you came on a job when?
I came on in 1991.
91.
September of 91.
Oh, wow.
So we worked together a few times.
We did. When I used to get detail from Rescue 4, we'd come over to the Hazmat in 288 and visit with you folks. I feel like I want to detail right now as I look at that background.
He's familiar with the house. That's the old firehouse in Queens, Hazmat 1 Squad 288. Much respect for the rescue companies at the FDNY. If you people out there don't know, on national viewers, they are the average firefighters going to come to rescue us. When things get bad, these guys are coming in to get us.
What is the squad in the city, the 288? What is that?
They're
JV.
like,
we call them the JV.
no, he can do that.
In the volleys, that was like
if I would call the squad, and I'm not calling the squad the JV, 2 of them would be at the door within 30 seconds. Yeah. So I'm not going to.
What is the
They do a little bit of everything.
Right?
They do a little bit of everything. Hazmat, rescue work, a little bit of engine work. They do a little bit of everything.
Okay.
Yeah. So there's one per every. There's 2. The divisions are divided in half, so there's 2 in every borough.
Okay.
So there's like one squad that covers the 14th, one squad that
the
covers the
whole
15th, and there's 1 rescue per borough.
Right. Yeah, I knew there was 1 rescue.
Yeah.
There's 5 rescues.
So and then the squads came on after 9/11 to help supplement. Well, they came before 9/11, but they came on after the 1993 World Trade Center bombing. They realized that they had some flaws, so they brought them on to help supplement the rescue coverage throughout the city. Because if rescue was at a fire, you wouldn't get anybody else there. If hazmat was at an incident, same type of thing. Right. You wouldn't have anyone else to call.
And even if you go to Staten Island from Queens, New York City traffic, if there's something that's medium, the rescue 5 in Staten Island, 5, right? Yep. Rescue 5 and the squad or the tech engine in Staten Island.
No, there's squad 8 is now.
Okay, so they can handle a hazmat call if it's something that's not too large. Because by the time we get there, be an hour maybe, you know,
to get to Staten Island
from Maspeth,
Oh yes,
yeah. So they do great work, the rescues and the squads, and it was an honor to be able to be an instructor to teach these guys some of the hazmat because they can be difficult to teach because, come on, LaRocchia, let's go, you know, and so you had to entertain a little bit, you know, but I'm telling you, always drilling, rescue squad, always drilling. You know, the FDNYs luckily have guys like that. And that's why I say greatest fire department in the world. So one of the questions that I'm dying to ask you is, I've been out now since July 2008.
Sure.
Let's say since that time, since I retired, what has changed in training? How long have you been in charge of training now?
I've been in charge of training for a year and a half. Before that, I was in charge of safety for 7 years.
Okay.
Well, they got rid of the horses. That changed.
Yeah. No more hay.
No more hay.
We use hay to burn.
What would I be doing?
We don't use hay to feed any animals.
What would I be doing? So, so what has changed now? Like, what is the focus of training that has changed?
Well, number one, right? When I came on in 1991, we did 8 weeks of training.
Right.
Now the Pro B class that just graduates going to graduate tomorrow. At Pro B graduation, they'll have done 18 weeks of training.
Wow.
So there's a lot more NFPA requirements for training that we need to have when they go out there into the field. And again, more intensive, right? The environment that we came on when I first came on, it was completely geared towards you're going to be a firefighter, you're going to go out there and fight fires.
Mm-hmm.
You know, now with the advent of 1993, the first World Trade Center bombing, what happened at the World Trade Center, the way the world has changed, computers, everything else, you know, it's become much more complex.
Right.
So we can't just send a firefighter to the field after 8 weeks because, again, they have no idea. It's not just fires anymore. We're going to medical calls. We're going to, gas leaks.
You got the bikes, the electric bikes or whatever now, right?
Yeah, those
the electric bikes. You guys actually run like crazy now for the electric bikes.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, because Hazmat's the one who overpacks all those electric bikes and all those different incidents. Again, much more complex, makes the fire ground much more dangerous because we get there in about 5 to 6 minutes generally. And now they call it a legacy fire from when we came on compared to now, it's in a flashover state. It used to be 22 minutes. Now we're at 5 or 6 minutes.
Really?
Wow.
Because of the way that we build materials, whether it be your couch, your
Right,
rug,
right.
your house.
Oh,
So
wow.
fire dynamics have changed greatly.
Much
Why
more
wasn't that
dangerous.
ever regulated to the point where you like? Why would they make it so combustible?
It's got to be money.
It's
gotta
always
be.
about money.
It's gotta
be
always
money.
about money and people making money.
Yeah.
Right? Even like, you saw that those high rises that go ablaze
Right.
across the pond and over in London
Right.
and in other places.
They go up fast.
Thank God. Like in New York City, we have the strictest fire codes anywhere in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We don't even follow the international code. We follow the New York City fire code.
Mm-hmm.
And they're always trying to chip away at that, the builders, in order to make money.
Right.
And thankfully, New York City and the New York City Council has held our ground. And, though sometimes we have to compromise, most of the time
Mhm.
we err on the side of saving lives and protecting lives.
Do they?
What causes the lithium? Because that's happening all over the lithium batteries.
Yes.
What's the leading cause of lithium battery
Fires?
fire?
So what the two causes of that are the two biggest contributors. When you damage the battery pack.
Okay.
So once the first cylinder is damaged,
Right.
that can go into an ablation that starts all the other cylinders off into going.
And they just go.
And they just go. The other thing is when we buy a replacement charger, and we've all probably have seen it when you have
Amazon
your
Prime
iPhone or you have your
I only
your
deal with
phone.
the manufacturer.
7-Eleven,
You don't buy that
7-Eleven?
one,
I don't buy the
7-Eleven charger. If you ever notice your phone is hotter,
Yeah.
I never
Yeah.
buy those.
it's a lot hotter when it's charging with the iPhone port
Interesting.
that didn't come with it.
Yep. I
So
only
that's
buy
the
the
other
Apple,
one.
Apple chargers.
So
That's
our first message to our viewers is get the proper charge.
Get the
OEM
proper
charger.
charger. It might be $200. Get the proper
proper
charger
one.
because it's not worth risking and losing your life. If you go onto YouTube and put on e-bike battery fires, it's actually scary sometimes. One of the ones that really shook me was there was a little girl sitting on a couch, dogs barking in the apartment.
Mhm.
There's an e-bike charging in the corner. Dad walks away for a half a second, which we've all been at that stage when you're watching your kids.
Sure.
And like, oh, let me grab a quick shower. Let me do something. Thankfully, he didn't do that. There was smoke. Dog starts barking. Dad comes in, grabs the kid, and then 2 minutes later, the entire room is
Wow.
fully
In
involved.
2
Scary.
minutes.
2 minutes.
Very scary. Very
So it's
scary.
like, that when you went to go cook the food or
Right.
make a lunch, you come back. Like, imagine if he walked away from that.
So the lithium batteries burn hotter, and then now you have the materials that go up faster. So you have two things working against
Two
you.
things working totally against us,
Wow.
which again puts us in that spot of where if you look at YouTube videos from, when my father first came on in
Yeah, it
1968,
would like double every 30
when
seconds
everything
or
was built
something.
out of wood and
Right.
brick. Again, like that's 20, 30 minutes in that it's fully involved.
Right.
And now you're seeing stuff when you pull online and a lot of buffs. And I'm sure like with John, when he first came on, you now fires are fully involved as we're pulling up, which wasn't never,
And how
which was
much
hardly
time?
ever the case.
How much
Within
time?
5 to 7 minutes.
5 to 7
Wow.
minutes.
So what are we doing these days to protect our firefighters better than we did 20 years ago? You would say.
So yeah, again, like we came on right. It was in the like I feel like an ancient person when I say this, but before bunker gear.
Right.
We came
That's
on
right.
to the FDNY. We weren't wearing bunker
Yeah, I
That's
didn't
gear.
have
right.
bunker gear
Wearing
either
the
when I
pull-up
started,
boots
Yep.
and all that
Pull-up
stuff.
boots and
When I talk about that in classes, people look at me. They go,
How old are you?
and I look. There's no color cone for my color hair. So thankfully, I've aged well. Thankfully, thank you to my parents and their genetics.
Yes, you do look
But
good.
what happens is like again, like some of that bunker gear has helped protect us, right?
Right.
It's built to withstand, right? A flashover. So our bunker gear and on the FDNY and hoods, we didn't have hoods. So all those different
Oh,
things,
right. Yeah,
and
yeah.
then the changes in the technology and
And the
bunker
ropes,
gear
the escape ropes.
and the escape ropes have helped us better protect ourselves. So like for our gear, we can take a flashover for 20 seconds before we're going to get a burn through our gear. So again, like it used to be like I remember when I was working in Rescue 2, Rescue 4, we didn't have hoods, and it used to be like your ears were burning.
Right.
That's
That
what it's
would
time to
force-
get out, right?
That was it would force you down. You
Right.
would go lower and lower and lower, and then you'd always be sitting there waiting, like, I hope the chief calls us out of here soon.
Yeah.
I'm not leaving without all of them. And then, like, you get the call
Yeah.
to get out of there because you knew flashover was coming,
Right.
especially when you were hugging the ground
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
and your ears felt like you were burning off your head.
It's I worked with some of the bravest guys, the best guys, most fun, and that's why after 9/11, when we went through everything and went through all the funerals, the memorials, that's why it hit me at one point. I said, you know what? They made me laugh though. These guys made me laugh. let's remember them through laughter, and that's why we do what we do.
Oh yeah.
Have the Scott bottles changed in that amount of time? When
the Scott bottles
lighter? Any lighter?
They're not really lighter. They changed because they went from metal. So we used to use 30-minute cylinders. Now we use 45s.
Okay.
So they're a little bit they're a little bit lighter, but that gave us a lot more time to go into these fires and operate.
Is the mask and everything else pretty much the same, or is that
everything is evolved? And actually, we're going through a pilot right now for new SCBAs. Our SCBAs are 2001, so even John has worn those SCBAs.
Right. That's what I wore when I was.
Probably have a face piece that's around still from him.
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
So but now they're changing them and
going. Oh, I got a funny story before you go. When I came out of jab, when I went to hazmat, we shared face pieces back then. You didn't. I mean, you didn't have your own individual face piece. Okay,
so it was on the truck.
Yeah. So not the healthiest thing, right?
Yeah. Well, not now. Not
so when I was in hazmat, one of my first runs that I was working, it was a smoldering dumpster, and I threw on the face piece. And they said, take the new guy, Kevin Smith, who we lost on 9/11, and so on. Take the new guy, LaRocchia, right? And I'm walking in and I'm picking up my feet off the ground like this. And the captain's watching. They go, what is wrong with this idiot? What is he doing? I came back. I had Dominic Trolley's glasses in his face piece that he left on the rig. So the ground was coming up on me. You know what I mean?
You had the wrong prescription.
He left his glasses in because we shared the face piece.
Yeah.
And I didn't notice it because I was so nervous. It was one of my first calls. So I'm throwing it on. Yeah. Listen, thank you for coming in.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, I'm going to be in touch with you because we want to do something with another FDNY charity, maybe the foundation again.
Sure.
And I know you know a lot of people. So any help you can give us would be appreciated. But it was so nice seeing you again.
John, always a pleasure, man.
Really, I really appreciate you coming in. It means a lot to me.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate it.
All right, we're going to go to break, and we're going to bring out our Air National Guard veteran, Casey Nicholson, comic. Also, what? Comic and, she does a lot this one. Veteran, yeah.
Are you looking at me? Are you looking at me in this beautiful set at Paradise Studios? Yep, this is Studio A, Paradise Studios in Long Island, New York. Right now I'm getting ready to record an infomercial for a client. If you need a place to record an infomercial, a news program, a sports show, this set is the bomb. We're set up now for a 3-camera shot. We got the green screen going. We do have a full LED video wall. So there's a lot of options here. So if you need to get some content done, if you have a product you want to showcase, if you want to set up a little infomercial, we can put it all together for you. This is the place to do it. Let's get your product, your brand out there. This is the place. I can help you do that. I'm the man for the job. My name is Bobby Lucera from Paradise Studios. I invite you to give me a call. Let's talk about your project and let's make it happen.
And we're back. Laughter Saves Life. We're going to balance it. Wait, which way remember left?
You come to
Laughter Saves Live, Paradise Studios.
There we go.
Strong Out Television.
Oh, look at
We're
that.
bringing out our comic, but she's also a veteran. She was in the Air National Guard. She's an awesome person. I spoke to her on the phone today. And again, she didn't watch the show, so I knew she probably was going to come on.
That's why they come on.
Let's hear it for Casey Nicholson. I think I got her name right.
Hi.
Did I get your name right?
Yes, absolutely. Yes. Thank you for having me.
Of course. Can I call you a veteran? Yes, right?
Yes. I did serve overseas. I was in Operation Enduring Freedom in 2014.
Oh, wow.
And what was Operation Enduring Freedom for our viewers? Where was that? What was that briefly?
I served in UAE, which is United Arab Emirates.
Okay.
And it was a safe base, an ally, obviously. We went there. And I think our biggest accomplishment, just to say it overall, there was only one road when we went there. And when we left, we had created a second access road. And that's big. Okay, come on. Imagine having one donut and then we did a 6-month deployment. It was like, no, we got you a side road.
No, that sounds big. So so you were in, you said 6 years?
I did 6 years, yes.
So was that like, how long were you home during those 6 years?
So I was the Air National Guard. So it was like the weekend warrior, which is no slight, but I did my best. And I joined in 2010. Thank you.
We were playing softball when you were over there, so thank you for your service.
Sometimes I get insecure when people thank me for my service because it's like, oh my gosh, if you only knew the reason why I joined the Air Force, it wasn't even so much to like be a brave person or like save the country. No, I was like, I wanted to fully spite my ex. Like, I needed to send it, dude. Like, I was like, I'll show you. And I signed my life away.
That's funny.
But I served with all my heart.
What was your job?
What was your job?
I was an electrician.
Wow.
Which you would see me and not trust this. You're like, oh man. Like, I know I can't even read a ruler, to be perfectly honest. Like, I'm making light of it, but it is such an intricate job. And like, let somebody hand you a ruler one time, and I don't care how old you are. I was 28 years old and I was like, damn, I can't read a ruler. Like, I was like fully exposed when I didn't know my job, because as a weekend warrior, they can only like train you on so many things.
Right.
You only get like 7 months, and I'm not downgrading. I'm just saying like the level of my apprenticeship compared to what I deployed into. They were like, here's a shovel. They were like, go dig some holes. They saw my value, if you know what I mean.
Were you an electrician on buildings or aircraft?
We did not do aircraft. It was above and below ground. Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably a
John
good
was
thing.
worried. John was worried for a second.
I used to be a pilot.
Oh, okay.
Good thing she was working on aircraft.
I'll tell you this. I'm obviously a feminist. It's fine. But like, I was the only female to ever do it at the electrical air guard station at Fort Indiantown Gap in Pennsylvania. Mm-hmm. And I feel like that's such a flex, but it's truly not a woman's job. Like, there was a lot of things where I was like, you have to know tools and all the things. Like, yes, I tested, I took the ASVAB, but I was only offered so many jobs for where I live. It's very rural in Pennsylvania. So it's like, you could be an electrical engineer or you could be a heavy equipment operator, which is like moving dirt.
Right.
And truth be told, I probably should have chosen that one. I still excelled in my job, but I was only so valuable. Like, there was some slight hazing. Like, they're like, go to the toolbox and get the wood drill bit, so-and-so. And I'm standing there. I'm like, I don't know what that is. No. And they know I don't know what that is. But damn it, if I wasn't a good helper, and I learned fast, but I was only so valuable. Like, I on my deployment, I keep trying to call him my manager. I'm sorry. Like, my supervisor, he was like, have you considered switching jobs when you get home? Which I was like, what are you talking about? Like, I wasn't as valuable as I would like to, but you just have to push yourself. Like, I could have done well with maybe watching some YouTube videos and training with tools before I went on the deployment, but I don't know. This is long-winded, but a lot of the drill weekends were like suicide awareness training or cyber bullying training or like all this training. Yeah. Like, I'm training all these things, but it's like, you watch me with a drill and I'm like,
yeah, what is a wood bit? Teach me about a wood bit. Yeah.
Why were you using wood bits?
I'm in the same. I'm terrible at fixing stuff though.
Oh my gosh.
She said she's an electrician. See, that for me, when I was younger, that would be a good girl for me to marry because I know nothing about it. Why not? Right.
That's so nice of you to say.
Somebody who's working hard, attractive, and she can do your electric.
And you have an electrician
she
in the house.
She doesn't have to cook. I can cook.
In the house.
Yes, built into the house.
I can do some things. Don't let me fool you. I did talk down just to be funny, but like I could wire a panel.
I believe you. I don't know what that means, but
I could.
You know the panel that's in your house?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can wire that.
I can wire that. I could pull some circuit breakers and rewire some stuff.
All right. I'm impressed.
Thank you.
So, now you're in the military 6 years.
I did.
Get out of the military. Is that when you decided you wanted to try to do some stand-up comedy or?
No, it was actually great because I went to my deployment as a very new stand-up act. I was like an open micer is what they call it, doing a couple open mics for 4 months straight. And then I went on my deployment and I'm telling everybody, I'm like, I'm a comic. And like, I had never done a show before. And they were like, they gave me this opportunity, which is honestly one of my credits now on my bio. I got to open 2 USO tours.
Cool. Wow.
For the actual comedians, like the paid professionals, and I'm like this open micer. I'm up there like my grandma's douchebag, blah blah blah. Like I'm like saying these terrible jokes that are not well written, but they let me open the show. I got to do like funny 5 minutes before each show.
Where were the USO tours? Where were they?
Where I was located, it was United Arab Emirates. Where yeah, they brought them right to me. It was like they had a stage.
Wow,
cool. Yeah,
we can do a USO tour.
We've dabbled about it. We've dabbled.
You know what we should
I would
do?
love that.
Pearl Harbor, Hawaii.
Yeah,
that would be perfect.
That would be perfect. Perfect.
I've always wanted those.
This is a great idea. No, listen, I think it's an excellent idea. Like there's it's not even just about the money. It's about supporting the troops and being there and laughing and everything.
Absolutely.
It's like everybody wins.
Our friends have gone into one of our friends went to Iraq. Did a USO in Iraq.
Yeah, I went to Jersey City. It's about as far as I've gone. We've done.
Well, we did
Florida,
we did Florida,
yeah,
we did the
but I can't wait for Casey. Casey
we've
was
done
going to do.
bases.
She was going to do the show for Botch Brigade that we had, but the 3 police officers that recently got killed, they were from the same department. Like a third of the show was made up of police and fire from that area.
After
February.
Okay.
February, we're going back.
Right, give them time to
grieve and to heal. Yes, and we'll go back and read because it's a wonderful charity. A wonderful.
Yes, that was a very sad. As soon as I saw that and I saw the location, I was like, "That's not good." Not for the show's sake, but for the area, for the community.
Yeah, it was a shame. It was a shame.
Yeah.
You have children? Can I ask?
Yes, I do. I have one 10-year-old. It was her birthday yesterday.
Happy birthday!
Here, you want to say hi to her? Here, say happy birthday.
What's her name?
She just wants to say hi so badly. She's like, "I want to
buy a present." We're not buying a present. Don't think we're buying a present here.
Here.
Hello. What size T-shirt do you wear? I'll send you a Laughter Stage Live shirt.
Small.
What size T-shirt? Or an FDNY shirt. If you want an FDNY or Laughter Stage Lives, tell Mom I will get it to you. All right?
I'm small.
I was small.
Oh, wow.
I'm just a small little gal.
What grade are you in?
4th.
What grade?
4th.
What grade?
4th. That's what my grandson's in 4th. And is Mom funny at home?
Be honest.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's nice.
Who's funnier, you or Mom?
What do you say?
Can you hear him good?
No.
There you go.
Who's fun? Who you can repeat it to him? Who's funnier, you or Mom?
Me.
I thought you were going to say that. My grandson's funnier than I am. Thank you for saying hello and happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Did you get something cool?
Yeah.
What'd you get?
What'd you get?
A pottery making kit.
Pottery making kit?
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a big item.
Nice.
Big item.
Nice job. So thank you for saying hello. Next time we'll have you on and Mom can sit on the side, right?
Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
Bye.
What's her name? Bye. What was her name?
This is Rylan.
Rylan?
Yeah, Rylan.
Oh my God, I love that name.
Thank you.
Casey, you'll be performing where in the coming weeks?
So I'm going all over. So I'll be in Maryland tomorrow, in northeast Maryland at Naughty Goose. It's like it's a bar show, but it's a very nice bar. It's on the bay.
Nice.
And then I'm going to Pottsville at Soul Joel's Comedy Club this Friday at a 9 p.m. show. And if you want me to keep going, I have another Sunday show in Wilmington, Delaware. So I'm a busy gal this weekend.
And
I don't have my daughter.
They can find you where?
Wilmington, Delaware. Is that one?
No,
is
no,
that
I mean, like, if you want to
website.
Oh, which? Okay. So, I prefer Instagram. It's like KC, the letter KC _ Nicholson. My last name Nicholson.
Got it.
Let me get my camera
pleasure, Casey.
Thank you. I'm sorry. Let me get myself.
Thank you. That's all right. We're going anyway. Thank you so much.
Oh, okay. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm losing you.
Thank you.
All right. Well, thank you. Thank you so much.
We'll
Have a
be
good
in
night.
touch.
Thank you.
Thank you for your service.
Thank you for your service. Cheers. That show was going to be a great show. Rich Walker, Casey, myself.
Right.
And I was bringing Danny along to do a guest spot. We like to bring newer comics along,
to do the guest
especially comics who are booking shows and can put you on shows. Love Danny. All right. So next week we'll be back. We will have more guests. More guests.
Not me.
No, Rich Walker's going to be back next week. My regular co-host.
He's better. He's better.
He's not better. He's always doing something. He's going to a show. He doesn't prioritize.
I'm only on once in a while. I'm like the Batgirl episode on the Batman show.
You do a great job, and you're right down the road here. You're always, if we need somebody,
if they need somebody,
sometimes 8:54.
I'm close.
All right, so I'll end with the Starbucks quickly.
What's the Starbucks?
Yeah, I ordered the green
the
iced tea,
right.
green iced tea, and give me a little bit of the mango iced tea on top.
Okay.
She charged me for the little bit of mango.
Wait a minute. Now I understand why.
That was a 20-minute conversation. The old man.
This is why I like the places when you can fill your. I put a little bit of sweet tea and the rest unsweet.
But here's what I'm going to do.
A smidgen of sweet.
Listen to me. I learned this last week.
What?
If you sit in Starbucks long enough, you get a refill.
So what's the problem?
So next time I go,
so you could have said the right.
Yep, I'm going to get a refill and I'm going to get 2 teas so they don't.
You know what? Next time you go, I'll get the mango. I'll pour a little bit in yours.
I'm upset.
That's crazy.
All right. Thank you to the chief. Thank you to my daughter. Thank you to Casey and my co-host tonight, John Santo, Long Island's favorite impressionist. He was an impressionist tonight. He did an impression of somebody.
Here it comes.
Who's not really funny. Good night, everybody. We'll be back next week.
Why do
I always insult my co-hosts.
Why do I come?
That's why they rotate.